It is estimated that Uganda imports between 40,000 and 45,000 cars every year, according to the recent Uganda Revenue Authority statistics. This means there is an ever-growing demand for fuel, both petrol and diesel. Despite holding steady for a while, fuel prices have recently gone up in various places by 50 to 150 shillings, and it could even go higher. According to the Ministry of Energy, the increment is as a result of high crude oil prices that have been rising for about 2 months.
Ideally, when the crude oil prices do go up, then you expect some impact on the final refined product, but of course not in the same proportion, because there are other factors that come into play with regard to production of fuel and subsequently it's being sold.
Uganda has 1,172 fuel stations which are duly registered, and all these sell fuel at varying prices since it is a free market economy which allows fair competition. But can the Ministry of Energy ensure that some of the dealers do not hoard the fuel and sell to motorists at high prices?
The Petroleum Supply Act of 2003 empowers the regulator to step in where the price is above what would be a reasonable price. So that case happened, or was it 2007 or 2008 thereabout, after elections in Kenya, and the ministry stepped in and said, no, one, you cannot keep the product, you've got to sell it, but two, you cannot sell it beyond this price. Yes. And so since the act came into place, we have intervened once.
According to Tukwasibwe, the fuel prices at different outlets are determined based on operation costs and other expenses.
Because somebody can say, for me, my strategy is market penetration by price. And so he may say, instead of making 15 shillings per liter, let me make 10. But when I sell 100 more, then I would have benefited than if I was still with this 100 waiting for an extra 5.
NTV tried to speak to some of the biggest fuel dealers, but they said they are not ready to comment. The increase in fuel prices is recent, and its impact can only be felt later.
In early 1990s, government used to regulate the prices of fuel, which caused an intermittent shortage in the country because most of the suppliers would not want to import any fuel before they are sure of the prices set by government. But that regulation was later removed, and thus the supply of fuel in the country normalized. According to the Ministry of Energy, Uganda's demand of fuel by 2012 was 125 million litres, but that has shot to 215 million litres by March 2021. And it is also rumored that the prices of fuel could go higher as long as the crude oil prices continue rising. Sidibu Yarhanga, NTV, Kampala.